I was like that for a long time too. Like, I didn't consider myself worth saving because I already had such a low view of myself that I just would do things to make other people happy. And I'm still kind of like that, but not as unhealthy. I was very extreme about it. And it's really unhealthy because when you self-loathe and when you think so lowly of yourself, and when you already have gone through so much, you think it's. But to be honest, if you're struggling so much, then can you really be there for other people, right? Like, it's one of those things where I think if you're in such a dark place, you can't really fully support other people in your life. And it's just like a toxic cycle. You know, I think a lot of people are very set on that. I was very set on that when I was struggling. I was like, I'm gonna be this way forever. I'm always gonna be like fucked up, not worth saving. I'm always gonna be like this. But when you get into that toxic self-loathing cycle of just hatred, it pours out into your life as well. And whether you realize it or not, it will affect the other people in your life. Even if you try to be supportive and be there for them, your mental, you can only take so much. We're all human, right? And as much as you might dislike yourself or think you're not worth saving, everyone is worth something. You are worth something, you know? It may take time to get better, and maybe you might think it's a losing battle, but in the long run, you will thank yourself, and you will think, I'm glad I did that, and other people in your life will also notice and be happier, I think. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope things get better. I hope you take my words to heart, though, what I said earlier. Self-love is important. Yes, I agree. I think because I was really in that self-loathing, toxic cycle of hatred and hating myself and thinking I'm not worthy of love, and then I'm not worthy of these things, right? But I realized that having that toxic self-image and hating myself led to me being a not great person as well, and it seeped into my life. Even when I tried to be kind and wanted to do the good thing, I was struggling so much that it seeped into my life, and then other people noticed, and other people probably didn't want to be around me, you know, and it was very, very toxic. So I think helping yourself is the best thing you could do for the other people in your life. Whether you realize that or not, whether you think you're important or not, I think future you will thank you. You know, I tell myself that I am worthy of love, that I think everyone's worthy of love, that I deserve to be happy, everyone deserves to be happy. I tell myself these things now because I used to think I was worthless and I wasn't worth any good thing that happened to me. But again, I realized how unhealthy that was to think like that, and how much that damaged me and the people around me. You know, when you hate yourself that much, and when you think you're not worthy of good things, it will affect you and your relationships with people, even if you realize it or not. Subconsciously, it will weigh on you. You know, you have to learn to love yourself, and it's not a simple task. No one's saying it's easy, and it takes time, and we're all just trying to learn to love ourselves, and you know, it takes time, but it's worth it, and you will thank yourself. I am happy that I'm trying to love myself. I'm happy. I'm a lot happier in my life now. You know, I feel a lot more fulfilled, and like I can help other people because I'm trying to help myself as well. I'm not perfect, far from it. I have a lot of fucking problems. I have a lot of issues. I have a lot of problems, a lot of mental health issues. But I'm getting better, and I've realized now I am a lot happier. I am a lot happier now because of that. And that's important. Again, I don't like myself very much, but I think that I am worthy of love, and I'm worthy of good things, and I think everyone is worthy of deserving of love. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to get so like in depth in this, but it is important. And again, I've been in that very toxic mental headspace of thinking I don't deserve love and that I'm worthless and I offer nothing, and you know, I was only living for the sake of other people. I did not want to live, and I only lived for others, and I hated myself, and you know, but when you're like that, you can't enjoy life, and you can't make other people happy, you know? Aw, thank you, Loner. Thank you for 20 moms. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I hope you like the emotes. But yeah, tell yourself that. It's important. Tell yourself that you're worthy of love and you're worthy of good things. I hope you learn to love yourself someday. I'm glad that this helped you feel better. That's always what I want from my streams. I like how my streams can make people laugh, but also help people realize like that everyone is going through their struggles, and your struggles are no less than anyone else's, you know? No, your struggles are not you're not defined by your struggles, and your struggles are not worth less than anyone else's problems. Sorry, I had my hair got stuck in my headset. Sorry, that hurt. But yeah, I that's what I think, at least. I think like I've gone through a lot of changes mentally, and again, I don't really like myself, but I'm just a person, and I know I'm trying my best, and I do believe I'm worthy of love. I think everyone is. I think we all just want. I say this all the time, but I think everyone just wants to feel loved. It's very human. It's very normal. Like, you know, everyone wants to feel loved and appreciated, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with wanting to feel loved. You're not selfish. You're just human, you know?